Hi there, it's Wendy from Ask the Landlady, and I'm here with all the tips and tricks to help you make a profit in real estate rentals. And today's question is, can I prohibit cigarette smoking in my units? And yes, you can. You are in charge of your properties, as I always tell you. And if you wish to have no smoking on the premises, then you can make that rule. However, this must be in your rental lease. You can't make it up after the fact. They've already signed the lease and you didn't tell them. If it's not written down, right? How do they know to do it? You have to have that rule or prohibition in place that the tenants sign off on at the beginning of their tenancy. You can't change the rules midway. It's like playing Monopoly. You can't suddenly say, oh, let's change the rules. Everybody be mad. Just throw the board up, leave. No, we all have to know what the fair playing field is. So you need to specify that up front. If you have a month-to-month lease, you could give that tenant a 30-day notice, and that you're going to prohibit cigarette smoking starting as of this date. Then they would have the opportunity to move out because they're a smoker and they don't want to have that do that. So bans on smoking are not discriminatory because smokers are not a protected class under any state or federal laws. Okay. In fact, many areas have enacted prohibitory laws from smoking due to health. And they'll have fines in place for smoking in public places or anywhere where somebody could be affected by that secondhand smoke. So that is something that you don't have to worry about. You are allowed to make that ban. This can be, I want to caution you here, this can be tricky when it comes to marijuana smoking, however, on the premises for medical reasons. If you live in a state that allows marijuana use, you could be accused of violating the Fair Housing Act, and discriminating against somebody with a disability or a medical issue. So if you go in there all guns fired and say no marijuana smoking, even in states where it's recreationally allowed, and they provide you with that clear documentation that they have a medical usage for that, then you are not going to have that leg to stand on. However, you can have a clause in your lease that prohibits smoking due to concerns of odors and secondhand smoke, and especially in your common areas where everybody wants to enjoy that, you can prohibit it from those places. If a tenant informs you of medical usage in an area that allows marijuana uses for medical things, I'd say consult with an attorney on that, because you do not want to violate those housing laws. And maybe you and the tenant can have a clear conversation about where, and that you don't want in the common lobby would be fine. That's a violation of your other tenants and their quiet enjoyment of the place. However, you may have to allow them to do that in their unit. But again, check with your attorney, because all the states are different on this. We have a federal law still banning it, but states and different places have different laws about marijuana usage. So that's one that may have a protection in place. Cigarette smoking does not, because it clearly is not for any medical reason. So that's one that you can have that ban in place. Again, as long as you tell the tenant up front in writing in your lease and everybody has signed off on that. So do you have a story about smoking? Love to hear about it. Shoot me a comment, hit subscribe. Remember, it's not easy being a landlady. We get all these concerns, right? You thought you were just gonna rent the place out and collect money, and there's more to it because you're dealing with human beings. So, and if you want to hear some more of my stories and get some more gems of wisdom, hit my book up, Lessons from the Landlady, out on Amazon, or my website, askthelandlady.com. Thanks, and have a great day.